So I'd like to introduce New York City Department of Transportation Commissioner Ydanis Rodriguez.
First of all, good morning. And first of all, all of us have to be very proud. It doesn't matter, as we met the owners, with the greatest store here. If you private, you government, you academic, you are consultants, you represent not-for-profit, we are agency, the TINA DOT. What we will be talking about it today, this is the type of project that it doesn't matter if we go to the West Coast, to the East Coast, to the Midwest, and to the South. No other city in this nation is doing the type of project that we are doing here. So a big round of applause to all the TINA DOT. As someone that, as a former chairman of the Transportation Committee, passed the street master plan, I always ready to take any question to be pushed by the advocates because, only in New York City we are able to share this project. But last year we did 32 miles of protected bike lane, and that number is larger than the number of protected bike lane that all largest city in this nation built together. So that's what we are doing in the city. My name is Ydanis Rodriguez. I'm the Commissioner of the New York City Department of Transportation. Of course, after coming here in the 1980 and being in dishwashers at O. Henry Restaurant and West 4, America Drain is about decades after here. We're able to work with the best team planners and other DOT to deliver this type of project to the city. So only in New York City we're able to come and share together the great successful story of what we are doing. On behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, it's a pleasure to join you here for this exciting announcement. We're here to celebrate the completion of the next phase of our Broadway Vision project, a project that started here, and our vision is going north up to Columbus Circle. We are reimagining Broadway from Union Square again to Columbus Circle with new plazas, bike connections, and shared streets to create a calm, welcoming place for New Yorkers to shop, dine out, or just relax on this world-class iconic corridor. This new plaza here is one of our 4 blocks we just redesigned from 17th Street to 21st Street. We have more public sitting and relaxing cycling experience while allowing for some vehicle access to allow for deliveries. From 18th Street to 21st Street, we installed shared street, new pedestrian space, and 2-way cycling connections. Shared streets are designed to naturally slow vehicle speed so that drivers are guests in this space. Take it in. We are in the heart of the city of New York. Broadway is bustling with people, but it's quiet and calm. Big city don't have to be loud all the time. This street was once full of cars, with honking and exhaust filling the street. Similar to Times Square, that was a store for cars in the past, but Shakira held a concert of 40,000 people. Pedestrians just have a tiny sliver of space. We can create a city where our streets are welcoming spaces for people, not a source of stress or danger. These spaces are safe, but they are also good for businesses because they attract more people than travel lane or cars ever allow. And in the past, we did a study together with the Bloomberg Foundation, and what we found out that study is that where we have open street, businesses driving more than other locations. This is a piece of the Adams administration's big picture plans to support the economy coming out of the pandemic and improve public spaces. And also safety. We are leading the nation in reimagining our street. In the first 2 years of this administration, Again, in the first 2 years of this administration, we pedestrianized a record amount of a street space, more than 1 million square feet in our city of New York. Broadway has been central to the effort, and we receive national recognition for the work we have done so far. Through Broadway, we have created 17,000 new square feet of pedestrian space between Union Square and Columbus Circle, as well as 13,000 square feet of new shared space. This project, built on the year of work New York City DOT has completed to improve transit and public space, including new plazas on University Place and the 14th Street Busway. We still have several blocks left to redesign, and that's a commitment of Mayor Adams and the almost 6,000 men and women of the great agency of the New York City Department of Transportation. Later this year, we are excited to share public outreach to discuss future Broadway vision upgrades. We look forward to hearing from New Yorkers and visitors and building on our success. I'd like to thank all of our talented workers at New York City DOT who helped me make this happen, including Manhattan Borough Commissioner Ed Pinker, Emily Wendell, who is now the lead of a podcast that we also have at DOT, doing a great job. Sean Quinn, Emily and Sean, I can say, and Kyle, they are, so important for all the work that we're doing. Kyle Holdman, again, Jessica Kronstein, Melina Lawrence, and many more. As a native Spanish speaking, en Spanish, ahora quiero decirle que a nombre del alcalde Rick Adams, estamos aquí haciendo los próximos bloques donde estamos rediseñando a Broadway, que es tan importante para esta ciudad. Ninguna otra ciudad está haciendo los proyectos que estamos haciendo la ciudad de Nueva York, convirtiendo lugares como el corazón de Broadway en lugares que puedan ser utilizados para todo. Incentivar espacio para que la gente camine, para que se monte bicicleta, al tiempo también de preservar los lugares para que los vehículos de emergencia y de deliveries puedan también seguir transitando por este lugar. Es la visión del alcalde Adams, de mi persona, y cerca de 100,000 personas que trabajan en esta agencia, que todos los días trabajan comprometidos de seguir haciendo de Nueva York un modelo a nivel de los Estados Unidos. Hemos logrado recrear 1 millón de lugares de pies cuadrados en esta administración, dedicándolo para crear plazas, para crear espacio para los peatones, y es un compromiso del alcalde Eric Adams y de nuestra persona seguir guiando esta ciudad en una ciudad que sea un modelo a nivel mundial, de nosotros rediseñar las carreteras para que sirvan para todo, para los peatones, para plazas, para ciclistas, al tiempo de también preservar los espacios para el movimiento de los vehículos. With that, let me call you a great partner that we have in Albany, someone that we know each other for many years, the great Assembly Member Herbert Epstein.
Thank you, Commissioner, and I want to thank DOT for all the work they're doing to expand open streets. We know we keep talking about Vision Net Zero and how important this is for the 8.5 million New Yorkers, and to create more public plazas, to create more bike lanes, create more open streets is critical for the future of New York. And right here at Union Square, we've seen a real transformation around the park. Right here on Broadway, we see what's happening today. This is better for New Yorkers every single day. New Yorkers need these open streets. New Yorkers need opportunities, because we don't have places like bike lanes. We're going to have people get into more incidents. We don't have open plazas. We're going to continue to see accidents that happen. And these kind of crashes really hurt New Yorkers, and we see it happening. So I want to applaud DOT. I want to applaud the advocates. I want to support the small businesses. We really thank the BID for their leadership, because all this is happening together in a community. And I really look forward to the expansion of this, to create more open space for New Yorkers. This is our streets. This is our property. And to make sure that it's available to us so we can walk and bike and be safe is critical for the future of this great city. Thank you.
Now let's hear from the great partner that we have representing the business community, Julie Emson, Executive Director of the Union Square Partnership.
Hi, good morning. My name is Julie Stein. I'm the Executive Director of Union Square Partnership. Broadway Vision Project is a transformative intervention that has created world-class public space throughout the heart of Manhattan. And I really want to congratulate the Department of Transportation, Commissioner Rodriguez, and the entire Office of Livable Streets and the public realm team at DOT, Sean, Emily, Jessica, for completing this phase, connecting Union Square into an incredible network of pedestrian-first space. I also want to thank the Union Square Partnership Clean Team, who works every day to maintain this space, put out the tables and chairs and umbrellas in the morning, make sure it stays clean, and also our public safety team. They do the work every day to make sure this space can be successful. I also want to say thank you and congratulations to our partners at the Flatiron Nomad Partnership, who also have been doing this work for many years and showed a great example to our constituents of what this could be upon completion. I love this project because its toolkit and its impact are multidimensional. It's a public realm project, and it's a street safety project, and it also has incredible economic impacts. When I was previously working on the new New York plan, we talked a lot about the power of public realm improvements to jumpstart economic growth in business districts like Union Square, and catalyzing that virtuous cycle of robust foot traffic and better retail storefront businesses. Along those lines, we are already feeling the positive impact of this new signature plaza space between Broadway and 17th, and I want to invite all New Yorkers to visit us here in Union Square to check out one of New York City's most picturesque blocks. You can shop at Paragon, you can grab lunch at Olenstein, and sit and stay a while, do some great New York City people watching, but just come and enjoy this fantastic new public space. It's a game changer for the neighborhood, it's a game changer for this block, and it's really a world-class model of what public space can be, and we want you to come out and experience it yourself. We look forward to this being the first of many public space investments that we're working on with the city to fulfill the Union Square USQ Next vision plan for the modernization of our district's public realm throughout the park and 14th Street. And with that, I just want to say thank you again to Commissioner Rodriguez. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Now let's hear from Kurt Kavanaugh, the Vice President of Planning at the Flatiron Nomad Partnership, to come and also say a few words.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kurt Kavanaugh, Vice President of Planning with the Flatiron Nomad Partnership. It's amazing to celebrate yet another milestone in the Broadway Vision Project, really another step in establishing New York City as a world leader in people-first urban design. Today's completed project on Broadway, from Union Square to Greeley Square, completes the entire run through our district, Flatiron and Nomad. And in doing so, we have not just collectively reshaped one street, we've reimagined how New Yorkers and visitors alike experience our great city. For more than a decade, the neighborhoods of Flatiron and Nomad have been at the forefront of urban innovation. It all started in 2008 with the city's very first public plaza at 23rd Street, and from there we've only gone forward. From Manhattan's first shared street between 24th and 25th to Nomad Piazza, our work with DOT has consistently put people first. Today, with the extension of Broadway Vision to Union Square, we continue championing a New York that is open for everyone, not just drivers. Our district this year has seen a 42% increase in people coming back to the office, and daily city bike ridership has exploded to nearly 8,000 rides per day. These numbers reflect more than just growth. They're a testament to the success of Broadway Vision in making our streets safe, engaging, welcoming, accessible for everyone who visits our neighborhood. And from new seating areas to pedestrian improvements, bike lanes to increased greenery, we are building a people-first Broadway. Safety is at the heart of all this work. Traffic calming measures, shortened pedestrian crossings, bike lanes, they create space welcoming for everyone. Each of these enhancements reflects the needs of our community. Broadway is a destination, not just a passageway. At the end of the day, the city does not come to an end when you turn its streets into plazas. People are choosing to spend their time and dollars here, whether they're commuting to work, grabbing lunch, or just sitting and enjoying the scenery that we see here in Union Square, Flatiron, around the city. I want to congratulate all the teams. to making Broadway Vision a reality. And a special thank you to DOT, the Commissioner, our friends of the Public Space Unit, Emily, Jessica, Kyle, the team, and our friends at Union Square Partnership for their trust in what we've been kind of trying to do a little bit further north. And finally, our savvy and trusting partners who are our stakeholders in Flatiron and Nomad. Not only is this project a new standard for urban placemaking, it's showcasing how thoughtful public-private partnerships can help the city of New York. This is just the beginning with more to come. We look forward to our capital project in the future. Thank you all for your support of this Broadway Vision project, and it's great to hopefully in a few minutes cut yet another ribbon on this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. Open Plans has been a partner not only supporting this project, but I can tell you I was in the first day of school in open street that we did in Washington Heights at Wadsworth Avenue. And Wadsworth Avenue, Northern Manhattan, is as busy as Broadway. And it was Open Plan who put the application for us to do the open street. Thank you to the leadership. In the area that you never imagined that block between 182nd and 183rd could be closed during the daytime for the school to use it, since they don't have an auditorium. So they are a great partner. They have put application to dosing of the open street. I want to publicly express my appreciation for being partners. So let's hear now from Jackson Chabo to come and say a few words on behalf of Open Plans.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? My name is Jackson Chabo. I'm the Director of Advocacy and Organizing at Open Plans. And I remember standing here in June earlier this year, and you can imagine that this looked generically like a milled street. And I've seen the renderings, but here we are standing here today feeling it in our bones. There was a dog relaxing here before where a car, an SUV, might have been parked just some months ago. This space is truly for New Yorkers. So if you're watching this out there, see it, believe it, and feel it. This is for you. Come down and sit here and enjoy the space. This is also for you, as the Commissioner said, if you live in Washington Heights, if you live in Prospect Heights, where the Department of Transportation has done an amazing job with the Underhill project, if you live in Astoria, where they've done an amazing job with the 31st Avenue project, this public space is for you. This public space is amazing on Broadway in Union Square. This public space is amazing across the city. Many special thanks to the Office of Livable Streets team, who has made this work possible and has led the way championing it. At Open Plans, we think about how people experience New York City streets. And I got to say, this is a phenomenal experience. What they're also doing at the Office of Livable Streets is creating a new normal. They're pushing the agenda forward of what's possible and what New Yorkers should think is possible. And this is here to stay, and this is what we need all over the city as we think about what is our future as a city and how we want to have a livable city. Many thanks as well to the business improvement districts who are leading the way here and asking for more. This doesn't happen without their leadership. And as Julie pointed out, a big shout out to all the people here and in our periphery that are not behind us, doing the labor to make this possible, to make sure that the plants are taken care of, to make sure that people feel safe, and to make sure the chairs are put out every day. This is truly an operation, one of management of public space, and it's the labor that is often unseen and underappreciated. So a massive appreciation for those folks doing that labor day in and day out. Here we are. Come down and see it. This is phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you. I know that some of you have participated in the 5 borough bike tours. It's the largest one that's happening in the United States and the second largest one in the whole globe. And I know that you're looking for maintenance here, to ride bike across the 5 boroughs. But 5 borough bike tours, the Bike New York is more than the tour. Bike New York also is a partners, working in the Brooklyn Yard, working with those youngsters or people that they come from Rikers Island to learn how to be a mechanic and ending with a good paid job. They also teach adults how to ride a bike. They also are a partner with working with a school, teaching our kids how to ride a bike, and also teaching our New Yorkers about the benefit of biking. Someone who bikes half an hour every day is staying an average of 6 years to their life. So that's a fact that we want all New Yorkers to know, so that biking will not be a privilege, but something that is important also for the wellness of all New Yorkers. So let's hear from behalf of Bike New York and Ken Baxi, my great partner, Jeremy Lockup, to come and say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Jeremy Lockett here from Bike New York. Definitely took a lot of my thunder there, but definitely it's a beautiful day to be here. One of the things I ask my program is what gets you up in the morning, and this is definitely one of those things that gets me up in the morning, is coming to see this. You see people going to work, you see kids. Shout out to that dog. I was definitely smiling a little too hard on that, seeing that. But you see people getting to life, making a living. People are hustling out here. It's really beautiful seeing that. We're here to support that. And as the commissioner said, shout out to all the advocates here, the people organizing. But Bike New York continues to pledge to be with the people, teach people how to learn how to ride safely, to advocate for safer streets, to continue to work with workforce development programs, to get people good-paying jobs, whether you're formerly incarcerated, whether you're non-college bound, to the fun things that we get to talk about, the learn to ride, the helmet fittings. I will say we'd love to be out here sometime soon, hopefully this year, whether that's a learn to ride, an activation, bike light giveaway, but there's a lot of good things going on in the city, and again, it gets us up in the morning. So shout out to everybody. Thank you, Commissioner, DOT, and everyone here. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Kurt, Julie. Cameras ready? 1,